空间对生理和性格的影响。
The influence of space on physiology and character. Jiefeng. May 10, 2014. Translation edited by Chinyo. In the space chapter, I previously discussed the growth of plants I observed while working at an altitude of nearly 4,000 meters in the Chilean mountains. I noted that plants of the same species have varying growth periods in different environments. The harsher the living conditions, the shorter the growth period of the plant. In high-altitude regions, due to the cold climate, plants can complete the entire process of germination, growth, flowering, fruiting, and maturity within 1 month. This illustrates how the lifespan of a living organism is influenced by its environment. Different environments result in different lifespans. This explains why humans have a lifespan of only 100 years in the human world, 1,000 years in the 1,000-year world, and 35,000 years in the 10,000-year world. Furthermore, in the Elysium Celestial Islands continent, lifespan can be considered almost unlimited. Additionally, in the space chapter, I discussed how many incurable human diseases are influenced by the environment. Altering the environment can change physiological mechanisms, allowing chronic diseases to be cured without treatment. For example, individuals who develop joint inflammation due to cold and damp conditions can experience relief simply by residing in a dry environment. In recent years, living in Yunnan, I have often experienced headaches and leg pains, and my appetite has been decreasing. Not long ago, I spent over a month living in Kardal and Geyser, where there was a lot of dry wind and sand, and the water quality was different. As a result, my headaches and leg pains completely disappeared, my appetite sharply increased, and I slept soundly. However, my skin became rougher, and I felt my personality becoming stronger. Recently, I came to Nanhua, where the scenery is beautiful, and the people are simple and honest. The tranquil life here has made me less anxious and impatient. After more than 10 days, my rough skin has become smoother. It's no wonder that the brothers and sisters from Lifechanuan living here seem younger, at least 2 years younger. However, my issues have resurfaced. I have not experienced headaches, but my legs and feet always feel cold. In Kardal and Geyser, my legs and feet were always warm, but upon arriving in Nanhua, they remained cold, which is uncomfortable. Nevertheless, my personality seems to have become milder again. My overall perception is that the environment has a significant impact on a person's physiology and personality. Long-term residency in the same environment will solidify one's physiology and personality traits. The positive aspects will persist, while the negative aspects are unlikely to improve. The gentle will remain gentle, troublemakers will continue to cause trouble, the healthy will stay healthy, and the sick will remain unwell. This illness mainly refers to personality defects and mental health issues. Following this line of reasoning, for an individual to achieve holistic health, physically, mentally, psychologically, and spiritually, they must continually fully broaden their living experiences possible. Prolonged uniformity is bound to lead to overlooked deficiencies, akin to individuals who have only experienced distinct seasons throughout their lives, presuming that such conditions exist universally. Similarly, it's analogous to Earth dwellers assuming that human lifespan is capped at a mere 100 years. In the same manner, if a person desires to be healthy, possess a fully developed consciousness, maintain a pure soul, and achieve a high quality of life, they must widely embrace new ideas, perspectives, ideologies, and lifestyles. If one remains immersed in a singular ideological system for an extended period, they will inevitably harbor extremist thoughts, experience self-doubt or arrogance, and become closed-minded, leading to an increase in entropy and ultimately resulting in destruction. This applies to nations, political parties, religions, and countries. Buddhists should learn from Muslims, Muslims should learn from Taoism, Taoists should learn from Christianity, Christians should learn from atheism, scientists should study religion, and religious believers should study science. In doing so, individuals can achieve true health. Otherwise, they may all suffer from ailments. Hybridization yields advantages, while a singular path tends towards decline. Long-term residency in the same environment, prolonged interaction with the same group of people, and continuous adherence to the same ideology will inevitably lead to crises and serious illnesses. These illnesses primarily manifest as defects in consciousness, mental disorders, and psychological ailments. This is why the second home of Lifechanuan must become an international family. That's also why I required the Lifechanuan Celestials to switch to other branches every 3 years when planning the living program of the second home. By constantly changing the living space, constantly changing the group of people whom you live with, your consciousness will become more and more perfect, your soul will become more and more pure, the quality of your life will become higher and higher, and you will go to a higher level space of life.
如何先穿鞋子再穿袜子？
How to put on shoes before socks. Jiefeng. February 12, 2022. Translation edited by Chinyo. Yesterday, a netizen asked me how to put on shoes before socks. Since I didn't have time to respond yesterday, I am writing this article to answer today. Putting on shoes before socks is the 5th item in my article 18 Items of Unconventional Thinking, in the chapter on unconventional thinking. Attempting this reverse order of dressing using conventional logic might seem absurd, as it is exceedingly challenging from a traditional perspective and could be considered impossible. To tackle this unconventional concept, one must employ unconventional thinking. Once unconventional approaches are embraced, solutions become apparent. 1. Renaming shoes and socks offers a simple workaround. Call shoes socks and socks shoes. This semantic switch allows for the unconventional act of putting on shoes before socks. 2. In the thousand-year world where I resided, footwear was singular in form, referred to interchangeably as either shoes or socks. If one desired to wear 2 pairs, layering was the solution. This allowed us to distinguish the inner layer as shoes and the outer layer as socks. Isn't this a clever way to don shoes before socks? 3. Our preconceived notions often lead us to believe that shoes are sturdy and rigid, while socks are loose and soft. However, shoes can be made pliable and socks flexible. Consider the soft shoes provided by some hotels, easily accommodating a pair of supple socks. 4. Must shoes be indivisible? Detachable shoe designs offer an alternative. Don the shoes first, then unzip the instep to open the shoe upper, allowing for sock insertion. Close the upper and zip up the zipper. Voila! Shoes before socks. Every phenomenon should be considered within a realm of possibility, 64 possibilities to be precise. Limiting ourselves to familiar knowledge and cognitive boundaries renders many problems unsolvable. For instance, must the China-US relationship solely vacillate between cooperation and confrontation? Surely, there exist 62 other potential approaches. Similarly, must human relationships be confined to just acquaintances and strangers, relatives and foes, or rich and poor? By embracing unconventional thinking, we unlock a myriad of solutions to seemingly insurmountable challenges. Must we adhere to the notion that human society's survival mode must either be capitalism or socialism? Is communism the only future for humanity? Many seemingly unsolvable or difficult problems can only be resolved or answered through unconventional thinking.
完美人性的标准。
Standards of perfect human nature. 说风. As far as an individual is concerned, perfect human nature is a must for his/her life to go to supreme life space. As for the all human beings, it is the prerequisites to establish justice, peace, and happiness of human value system. Without perfect human nature, individual not only cannot get happiness, but also has no bright future. The mankind can never avoid the state of ups and downs in competition, confrontation, and war. The 8 conditions of perfect human nature. 1. Revere greatest creator, revere gods and Buddha, revere other people. 2. No mind of losing and winning, no mind of combating. 3. Revere nature. 4. Modest, trustworthy and honest. 5. Be sympathetic and compassionate. 6. Be able to adjust and stay calm in both good times and bad times. 7. Conform to the laws of nature. Seek not the special and abnormal. 8. Love life, love labor.
1. 敬畏上帝，敬重神佛，尊重他人。
1. Revere the greatest creator, revere gods and Buddha, respect other people. Revere the greatest creator. We have already known that the greatest creator is the creator of the universe, the Lord of all the gods in the kingdom of heaven, the cradle of life, the birthplace of wisdom, the motive power of the universe, and the energy center of the hyperphysical world. The greatest creator has the 8 features. The greatest creator is unique, formless, neutral, mysterious, impartial, merciful, almighty, and wise. He exists in the negative universe in his spirit form, and maintains the orderly operation of the universe by means of Tao, namely mana. The greatest creator has no fixed form. He can become any form of things in the universe. He is not the universe, yet everything in the universe is derived from him. He can accomplish anything as long as he wishes. If he wants the moon be removed, it can be done at any time. If he wants to make the Mars full of vitality, it will soon be realized. We humans have nothing to be proud of. We can neither control the Earth's moving, nor our birth and death. We can neither prevent thunder, lightning, nor control over tube ebb and flow. Without the things bestowed by the greatest creator, we cannot survive for even 1 minute. What has the dauntless revolutionary spirit of fearless to God and fearless to the earth brought us? Nothing but confusion, poverty, ignorance and backwardness. The result of fearing nothing, daring to do anything, the sayings that man being the soul of the universe, man being able to conquer nature is belief crisis, a damaged nature, legal illiteracy and illiterate demoralization. Everyone has his own standards and claims, I am the number one. What a terrible thing. As the Tao Te Ching. When people have no fear of force, then, as is the common practice, great force descends. The great dread is the greatest creator. If we don't revere the greatest creator, the flood of Noah's time will befall again. Do we dare not revere the greatest creator? Only by revering the greatest creator can we have wisdom. Only by revering the greatest creator can we have life and peace. Only by revering the greatest creator can we have a bright future. Any infinite exaggeration of the human ability can do nothing but cause the destruction of humankind. As far as an individual is concerned, anyone who doesn't revere the greatest creator will never have a chance to go to the 1000, not to mention 10,000 world and the Elysium world. We can be arrogant and despise animals and plants. We can be bold enough to conquer the space, but our wisdom is far from controlling the thunder and lightning, and ebb and flow. Our wisdom is far from controlling volcanic eruption and earthquake fission, sudden incidents, aging and dying. So please do not say anything profane to the greatest creator. Please do not be cocky and supercilious. How to revere the greatest creator. 1. Reverent to the greatest creator as if walking on wire or treading on the thin ice. 2. Do not ignore the greatest creator, and turn to worship other gods or Buddha or worldly great man. 3. Be grateful to the greatest creator from beginning to end. 4. Do not distort the greatest creator and do not profane the greatest creator. 5. Could not speak and act in the name of the greatest creator. Revere gods, celestial beings, and Buddha. Gods specially refer to the gods who maintain the order celestial universe. For humans, refers to Jesus and Satan. The commander of the gods is Allah, the greatest creator. Celestial beings and Buddha are the angels. Celestial Buddha is mainly the gods. In the universe, gods are above Buddha, Buddha is above man, man is above the animal is above the plant, plants are above the mountain rocks and rivers are above the meteorology, and the meteorology is above bacteria, bacteria is above all living creatures in the hell, all living creatures in the hell are above the suffering creatures in the frozen layer and inflamed layer. There was only one God appeared in the man's world, that is Jesus. In the history of 3 millenniums years there appeared one Buddha, he is Sakyamuni. The last man in human society got revelation from God is Muhammad. Besides those, every other gods or Buddha are fake and evil. But in the man's world, there are countless celestial beings, bodhisattva. Due to the shallow knowledge of negative universe, negative space, negative time, antimatter, human being cannot see the matters beyond the light of 400-700 nanometer, and cannot hear the sound beyond 20 to 20,000 Hz frequency outside, so they can't know the gods and Buddha. But we cannot deny the existence of gods and Buddha because we cannot see them. The key to revere gods, celestial beings, and Buddha is to revere Jesus, Laozi, and Sakyamuni. Through their disciples, Jesus and Sakyamuni had left us a wealth of knowledge and profound wisdom. Through Tao Te Ching, Laozi explained to us the meaning of Taoism. What they said is the first rule is to conduct oneself in the path leading to the eternal life. To revere to Jesus, the main thing is to understand and comply with the teachings of Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. You must read by yourself, do not listen to the hearsay, and make judgments in order to avoid misunderstanding. To revere Sakyamuni, the main thing is read the sayings of Sakyamuni recorded in Buddha's scriptures, and to savor its profound truth. If you don't understand, you can consult Buddhism figures, or unworldly higher beings. The most important thing is to get inspiration to draw inferences about other cases. To dissect a sparrow, you should know the physiological structure of all sparrows. There is no need to dissect them all. When you get the structure of water from anywhere as H2O, then there is no need to conduct laboratory analysis to all the water on the earth. When you realize the truth of Buddha is one Buddha has no settled rules, then you can know all the Dharma, and you can have a general view and no need to study all the voluminous Buddha's scriptures. Revere gods, celestial beings, and Buddha, the human nature will be sublimed. Revere gods, celestial beings, and Buddha. You can understand the true wisdom. Revere gods, celestial beings, and Buddha. You can understand the negative universe. Revere gods, celestial beings, and Buddha. You can find the passage to life. Revere gods, celestial beings, and Buddha. You will get infinite benefits. Many people regard reverence to gods, celestial beings, and Buddha as superstition. This is a great misunderstanding. The known world is small, but the unknown world is very large. We should not limit ourselves in the known world due to our ignorance, and waste our beautiful life. Respect other people. From the standpoint of secular, people are divided into lowliness and nobleness, but from the essence of life, people are equal. No one's life is nobler than ours, nor is their life lower than ours. As a person with perfect human nature, we have to treat life equally, namely to treat people equally, whether he is a president and great scientist or just a civilian or an ordinary people, whatever he is healthy and handsome or disabled or ugly, whether he is a millionaire or penniless, whether he is centenarians or a just-born baby, whether he is a royal or in jail, whether believes in Islam or Jainism, we should show our respect to them. What we mean by respect is to accept belief, habits, hobbies, and features different from that of ours. For instance, if you believe in Buddhism, you cannot discriminate against Judaism. If you believe in Christianity, and you can't be egoistic and belittle atheism. You get the habits of drinking tea, but you cannot interfere with those who drink coffee. You like simplicity, but you cannot blame those who like wearing jewelry. You like art, but you should not belittle those who are addicted in commercial making money. Maybe someone would ask, must we respect those who spit everywhere, use drugs, flirt with women, plunder, bully and oppress the kind and the weak as well? My answer is yes. You need to respect them. His habits and conducts only represent that he is uncivilized, ill-bred, demoralized, which is different from the essence of life. The sun shines on everyone, the moonlight spread to all the corners on the earth. There is no garden without its weeds. The essence of life, people only, has no class of high or low level, so we have no reason not to respect them. I list some of the performance showing no respect to others for your reference. 1. Spit and relieve everywhere. 2. Talking loud in public places. 3. Do not flush the toilet and littering. 4. Break into one's house without notifying. 5. Annoying others and disturbing others' business. 6. No queuing, do not take turns to get service. 7. Disturb others' rest and peace. 8. Unpunctual for appointment, meeting, and dinner. 9. Promises were made to be broken. 10. Blow one's nose when eating. Scold or abuse one's wife or children when there is a visitor. 11. Laugh at, mock, and speak sarcastically, abuse, beat others. 12. Abuse, threaten children, including their own children. 13. Deprive children's normal entertainment, force them to learn. 14. Spit on somebody. 15. Yield to seniors. 16. Stare to the youngsters. 17. Unfold others' secrets. 18. Blame the relatives and friends of others. 19. Force others to change their beliefs. 20. Force others to have sex. 21. Limit others' freedom, including wife and husband relation. 22. Ignore others' well-intended respect. 23. Bribe superior and force them to take presents and bring them to a dilemma. 24. Look down upon the disabled. 25. Knock others' door at midnight unless something urgent. Blow horns casually when driving. 26. Using vulgar language, swear a lot. 27. Going to a banquet wearing slippers or sloppy dressed. 28. Wear mini skirt or bare-chested in formal occasions. 29. Flirt with others' wife or husband. 30. Keep the borrowed things and do not to compensate for damages. 31. Waste others' time. 32. Take something or somebody favored by others. 33. Slow driving in the fast traffic lane while fast driving in a slow traffic lane. 34. Do not walk on the pavement in the busy traffic area. Cross the road and block traffic. 35. Lying, starting a rumor or making inaccurate reports. 36. Let the dog bite people. Take advantage of one's power to bully people. 37. Put one's feet on the tea table when there is guest. 38. Turn over others' bookshelf without permission. 39. Use defective goods as presents. 40. Selling inferior goods. 41. Start to drive when passengers are not yet on board. 42. Drivers who speak these words. Are you looking for death? You want to die? Are you blind? To people who block their traffic. 43. Let dilettanti do the adept work. 44. Using the incompetent as leaders. 45. Ask the experts to do the works they are neither interested nor familiar with. 46. Organize meetings and force others to take into political ideology. 47. Search others' body and purse without official permission. 48. Tracking, investigating and monitoring others with false charges. 49. Mocking, speaking sarcastically and disdaining one's students as a teacher, cracking down students' self-esteem and self-confidence. 50. Finding all sorts of excuses to collect fees. 51. Degrade colleagues and peers. 52. Speak bad words behind others' back. 53. Be jealousy and demean others' achievement. 54. Excessively touting, praising and making negative praise. 55. On looking, kicking up a fuss, instigating. 56. Peeping others' letters. 57. Sneeze, cough at others. 58. Deliberately to go public places when informed to have infectious disease. 59. Interference with others' private life. 60. Humiliating others. 61. Let others do business works on holidays or resting days. 62. Farting and taking off shoes and socks in public places. 63. Damage others' image and reputation with false charges. 64. Make random guess and infer others' words and deeds and developing trend as per his personal thinking. 65. Show off extravagancy in front of the poor, and display knowledge in front of the illiteracy. 66. Plagiarize, copy others' research results. 67. Exploit others' labor and rights. 68. Stripping others' private property accumulated through hard labor. 69. Enter into others' restricted area without permission. 70. Mining others' ancestral grave. 71. Flashing headlights on full beams to the cars and people in the opposite direction when driving at night. 72. Every speech and practice that embarrassing people. The above listed performances of showing no respect for others cannot be regarded as a criminal offense, but just because these trivial matters cause the great pains in life. If everybody can respect others, needless to say, the world will be a fairyland. But it is impossible for everyone to learn to respect others, unless the human world is managed and everything from food to transportation are supplied by gods, and then execute compulsory measures, or everybody has already had the perfect human nature. All the other behaviors that violating state laws, or hurting others are not showing respects.